Hello, my dear, beautiful women, everyone who is watching this channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Jane. I'm a life coach, a women's coach. In this channel, I speak a lot about self-development, how you can elevate your life, how you can activate your feminine energy and become the magnet to all your dreams and desires. Today I decided to switch the topic a little bit from the feminine energy to add some variety and talk with you about how to truly understand whether this is yours or this is not yours, how to make the right choice, and what can help you in order to make that right choice, what you can rely on. This topic is very interesting to me, as all my life, especially because I'm a Libra, I was presented with so many choices, and I believe it is my life lesson to learn how to make decisions fast, how to make my choice without hesitation, taking so much time. Today I will share with you how you can make your decision faster, what can help you if you are at a situation in your life where you need to choose, let's say, between two paths, and you hesitate and you feel anxious and you don't know. Let's begin. The first important realization that came to me once, and maybe after this realization we can finish this video, is that there is no wrong choice. And every choice that you make, every decision that you do, leads you to the path of your growth. It is more a philosophical and spiritual view. Once I got this understanding that even if I will make a choice and later on I will realize that this was not the right choice, it will still be the right choice, because in that way I will learn something, I will get new experience, I will get understanding of how I do not want things to be. And this will make me richer, this will make me wiser, this will broaden my awareness in a way. When you do a decision and there is this big fear within you, what if I'm making a mistake? Realize that every decision you will make will be the best for you. Once I started applying this idea in my life, it became so easier for me to make decisions fast, because I understand that even if I will make mistake, I will still learn, I will still explore, and I will always be able to change my direction, but at least I will experience what could happen if I chose that particular path. And there is nothing wrong with that. And every choice is simply an experience and simply a lesson. Another important realization in my life was once I realized when you're unable to make decisions fast, you put yourself into this state of limbo, into this state of uncertainty in your life, which brings you a lot of anxiety, because you're afraid to make the wrong choice, because you're afraid to make a mistake. You decide not to choose at all. That's what I was doing in my life many times. And at some point I was catching myself so stagnant, as I was not stepping in to the new, due to my fear of making a mistake, due to my fear of making the wrong choice. And another realization that really helped me in my path was once I got this simple understanding. In every choice you do, there is some sort of a gain and some sort of a loss. You are choosing a certain path for yourself, let's say, and the gain would be all the benefits that you receive when you step into this path. But the loss would be that you would not be able to experience the second path. And this is okay. You need to realize that at some point you will lose something. And it takes courage to finally make a decision and let go. Let go of what no longer resonates with your vision and values, and choose the path that has more benefits and more gains for you. And we are moving slowly to point number 2. If you want to start making decisions fast, if you're maybe presented with a choice right now, a very important choice, you can do this little exercise. First of all, before this exercise, it is very important to know what is your vision and what are your values. If you don't know what are your values, if you don't know what is your vision for a particular situation, let's say we're talking about career, and you're presented with 2 different opportunities. One opportunity is stable, gives you security, but it is not something that you're necessarily interested in, that you're passionate about, and overall you do not see yourself in the future working in this field. This actually happened to me not long time ago. And another opportunity where there is a little bit more risk, where there is some uncertainty, but you know that this is what you truly love. This is what you are truly passionate about, and this is the path where you see yourself in the future. Then you can make this exercise where you close your eyes or you take a journal and you envision how you see your life in 5 years. And you can ask yourself this question: is the path that I'm planning to choose right now aligned with the version of me that I see in 5 years? Would this path bring me closer to that vision? How am I gonna feel if I will choose this path? And then you write it down, and then you can see the full picture, whether this path that you are choosing right now aligns with the vision you have in 5 years. If you still don't have a vision, if you do not know what do you want from your life, I highly recommend you to access my 6 meditations bundle, which I created recently. There are 6 meditations which can help you align to your soul, align to the highest version of yourself. This is the tool that I've used all my life in order to center myself and in order to create my own vision and step into my dream path. Start making action that leads me towards my dream. And I created a specific meditation which is called Meet Your Highest Self, in which you can connect with your soul, connect with your higher self, and see that vision, the vision that aligns with your soul, that aligns with your path. If you do this meditation every morning, if you find 20 minutes a day to spend time connecting with your inner world, connecting with that higher self within you, you will be able to start seeing that path clearer and clearer for yourself, and then make choices and decisions that align with that path, that make you feel good, that make you feel content and satisfied because it is aligned with your soul. If you want to access my meditation bundle, I'm gonna leave the link below this video. And now we're moving on to the next tip, which is very important and helpful when you need to make the right decision, when you need to understand for yourself whether it is yours or it is not yours. And this tip is, of course, connect with your body and your intuition. Your intuition, if it is developed, usually knows straight away what's the right choice for you. But because intuition is very low in volume, let's say, it's not that loud, and what is loud is your ego, is your mind, it is very hard to hear your intuition. It is very hard to distinguish whether this is the voice of your intuition or this is the voice of your rational, of your ego, of the mind. And the mind, of course, will give you different scenarios, will give you different fears. For example, there is a path that is very aligned for you, and deep down you know that this is the path you need to take. You feel it. Your heart tells you that, your soul. But your mind will do everything so that you do not step into this path. It will start sending you different scenarios, like if you will do this, this might happen, different dangers, different fears that you have in your mind, that you have in your belief system. If you do not work with your belief system, if you have limiting self-beliefs, of course it will take you away from the right choice, because your mind is trying to protect you from danger based on your negative self-beliefs. Let's say again, you're choosing between pursuing 9 to 5 or stepping into your power and starting creating your business. Of course, your mind will tell you, no, this is very dangerous. There is no security, stability. There is a risk. You need to take responsibility and blah, blah, blah. You're not enough. You're not confident. And of course, the mind will tell you, keep your safety net, keep your job 9 to 5. Yeah, maybe you do not like it, you do not enjoy it, you're unhappy every single day. But this is where you can feel some stability. So this what will happen to you once you need to make a decision and your limiting self-beliefs block you. The real truth is that the answer lies in your body. And your body always knows. Your body always gives you hints of what is yours or what is not. For example, I had an experience in my life when I was in the relationships. Those relationships were lasting for half a year, and mostly the whole period of me being with that person, I was constantly sick. I constantly had different sicknesses. I constantly felt so drained energetically, and I lost my beauty. in that relationships. I remember how when I started these relationships, I was so glowy, I was so happy, so content. And when I exited these relationships, I was in a misery. I was not looking beautiful. I gained weight. I was constantly sick. And if you want, by the way, I can make another video about that. It is very interesting of how you can feel whether this person is yours or no to date with. And after some time, some reflection, I realized that this was not for me. This person was not for me. And my body could feel it straight away because I felt lots of anxiety. Because at the beginning of the relationships, of course, there was this beautiful period when you fall in love and you just like can't leave each other. But also there was this constant feeling that I'm drained. I don't have energy. And I was closing my eyes into that and blindly following, of course, like every girl, my pink sunglasses. So when I exited these relationships, I realized that my body was screaming at me. This is not your person. Although you are in love, although you are so like in this awe, this is not your person. And only after like 2 years after our breakup, I realized that it was not my person. I was just like so blind. But my body was telling me the truth from the beginning. And your body is your compass. I always say that you need to listen to your body. Same with the work. What kind of feeling do you receive during your work, during your craft? Are you feeling uplifted, passionate, inspired? You gain energy, or you feel drained, bored, unsatisfied, sad? Start listening to those signals and start following them. Stop neglecting them. This is your life, and your body is telling you what is right or what is wrong. Recently, I had a situation again in my life where I closed my eyes to the voice of my intuition. I decided to choose what is more rational. I decided to choose what is more safe, let's say. And at the end, now, after that experience, I understand that, of course, I've gained experience, I've gained knowledge, I've gained understanding what is for me and what is not for me. But at the same time, I could use that time wiser and I could choose another path. I do not regret because, as I said, everything is correct. Everything happens exactly as it should. But at the same time, if you will start listening to your intuition, if you will start listening to your body, you will be able to grow faster. You will be able to get better results. You will be able to experience joy and contentment with ease because you follow your soul. You follow your instincts. So intuition, listening to your body, this what can help you make the right decision. Think about your choice right now. Close your eyes and just imagine that you chose the first scenario. And then imagine that you chose second scenario. How is your body feeling? Are you feeling peace, inspiration? Most importantly, peace. within. Or you feel anxiety, you feel like you want to hide, like you want to squeeze yourself, means that this is not the path for you. And you need to listen to your body. And finally, the last tool, the last little exercise that also helped me recently was once I found out this interesting idea, this interesting realization. If you are convincing yourself to do something, it means that 100% this is not your thing. This is not your path. Whereas, where you are dissuading yourself from doing something, this is where you need to look at. This is where you need to go. Because when you are convincing yourself, for example, again, let's take an example with the job. I will go to that job. It is kind of safe. It gives me a feeling of stability. Okay, I will go. I will go. Please just go. You know, every morning you're waking up and you're just convincing yourself, one more day, go. But deep down you do not want this. You are closing your eyes to your soul again. It means that this is not the path for you. And you're simply afraid to choose the path which is more aligned to your higher self, which is more aligned to your path. But when you are dissuading yourself from doing something, like, I really want to do that, but maybe not. Maybe it's not the right time. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I don't have enough expertise, knowledge. It means that this is the path that you need to follow. This is the path that you need to choose. And you just need to eliminate the fear and step into the unknown, because your soul desires that, because this is the path where your true potential lies. And it is impossible, trust me, to step into this path without you facing your fears, without you facing that uncertainty, that risk, that fear of how things gonna be. It is impossible. All the successful people who did something huge, who are in their path, who are following their purpose, who are building something big and beautiful, who are telling the world that I'm the happiest person because I do what I love, are the people who once stepped out of their comfort zone, who once realized that I can either feed my fear and stay stagnant and stay where I don't want to be, or I can jump, I can try, I can follow my intuition, I can risk, and then they win. If you're convincing yourself, it means that probably it is not the path for you. But if you're dissuading yourself from doing something, it means that this is where you need to look. You can also apply it to relationships. If you're convincing yourself to go on a date with that guy, he is a nice guy, he has good values, he is good looking, maybe I should go on that date. But deep down you feel zero towards him. You are convincing yourself. It means that this is not your person. But when you are dissuading yourself from going to that date, yeah, I kind of like him. I feel that feeling within me that this person is interesting to me, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid to open up. I'm afraid to be vulnerable. I'm afraid to make again the mistake. I did so many mistakes. I don't want to be hurt again. Then you will sit in stagnation. and you will lose your chance to find your happiness. The final understanding, the final phrase that is relevant to this part: if this is not the solid yes, it means it's a no. So if you have doubts, if you find so many reasons why no, it means that this is probably not the right path for you. And when this is the right choice for you, you know. You have this deep inner knowing, which is super calm, and it tells you, yes, go for it. Listen to that. My dear friends, my beautiful women, everyone who is watching this channel, thank you for being here today. I'm so inspired by this topic, actually, and this is something that I'm going through myself all my life. If you would like again to access my magical meditations which I crafted specifically for you, my dear women, in where I combined my unique insights, transformational tools, and relaxation techniques to guide you towards your brightest future, to your brightest relationships, and of course, confidence, magnetism, and self-love. You can access my meditations in the link below in this video. I'm sure now you know how to approach your decision making. And if you have any questions, if you would like to work with me personally and discuss your specific situation, I'm gonna also leave my email so you can write me a message and we can schedule a call. Have a great day, my beautiful dear friends, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye bye.